What are you doing out here, man? Are you mad? Get in the shed.
Dave at the allotment. Dave, what are you after this afternoon?
Hello and welcome to Dave's Allotment.
Still cracking on at the allotment? Get the kettle on.
It's a lovely day.
It's Dave at the allotment. See you in a bit.
See you, Jimmy. Right, hello folks. Welcome to another episode of Dave's Allotment. On this miserable day, it's turned into a right stinker. So while the kettle's boiling, I just tell you what I was going to do. In fact, I'll tell you in the style of the gardening song. That's when I remember how to play it. Whoops. I'm gonna fill the kettle. I've done that. I'm gonna sow some seeds. I'll be doing that. I'm gonna dig the garden. Not anymore. I was gonna get rid of some weeds. Aye, my plans are totally scuppered for the day, but I'm here now, so I might as well get my boots on and get some unexpected jobs. Tidying up. I'm not bothered if it's raining. I was going to dig, like I say, but can you dig it? Well, no, not today. Anyway, while I get me boots on, Rob, gardener guy from Finland, you had this boot challenge thing. Now I think you're just showing off your new boots myself, like, but these are my boots. I'll have to stand up to do this. And the challenge is, how easy is it to get into your boots? Well, it's not very easy from this position. Now I do want to stand on my seat that I'm going to sit on. Ta-da! They're on. So there, that's my boot challenge. How kettle? Come on, kettle, hurry up! Aye. Oh, another thing that I was going to do today as well, and it's typical, this, it always happens. It's National Bird Watching, like, survey thing going on. What's going on here? Aye, it's a National Birdwatch Week thing. So what I was going to do, I've got my kit, my little kit thing here. It's quite good. You get a load of you get a little thing to tick off your birds and that you get, that you see. And it's a pity that it is raining today, like, because I do see quite a few of these. I might do it later. I'll show you the form thing. I'll go through it later when I'm having another cup of tea. But I have got some seeds to sow today. I'm just going to put some more sweet peas in. And I want to talk about onions. So, blah 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 blah. See you in a bit. Oh, what a miserable day. Better, a little bit warmer in here. I finished my cuppa. Before I crack on as well, the other day I was in Wilto's. I was glanced past the gardening section, as you do, and I thought I'll get myself some onion sets. So I went there, and what can I say? There was hardly any onions left. they must have been there for weeks, because the ones that were left were just rotten, all rotten. So what's the point in buying your onions if they're going to do that? It's too early. It's far too early. I'm going to get mine from the allotment shop. So anyway, as a little experiment, I bought the only bag I could find which wasn't rotten, and these are Stuttgarter ones. So as a little experiment, I'm going to sow these ones. I've already put some in the other day, and let's see what happens to them. Because like I say, Wilkinson's shop shouldn't sell things too early, especially up here in the northeast. There's no way things are going to grow at this time of year unless you've got grow lights, etc, etc. So I'm just going to stick these here, look after them, see what happens. I've been sifting through, trying to get the best ones, as you do. Most of them are tiny little things. Look at the size of that. Now what size onion do you think you'll get if you planted that? Not very big one. Well, that's what I think anyway. But I'll get the best ones, I'll stick them in. I'll get a bigger one than that. Alright, so I'm going to sow some more sweet peas today as well. I don't bother filming that, like. You know how to sow seeds by now, surely? I've got this potato in my hand for a reason, because not only the onions in Wilkinson's, also seed potatoes. Now people are buying seed potatoes far too early, especially up here in the northeast of England. Just forget about it. I've got 2 potatoes here which I was saving from last year. Now the ones in Wilkinson's have got like chits on already, and you know, they're starting to grow by the time they need to go out. Don't forget, up here in the northeast is you put your potatoes out in May, so it's a long time for your potatoes to be sitting in the greenhouse chitting, or in the shed, wherever you chit your potatoes. That's if you do. Lots of people say that you don't need to chit potatoes. I was once talking to this old gardener fella. Where's me cuppa? I was talking to him about chitting potatoes and stuff, whether he did or not. He had been gardening for 50 years, and you know what he said? Chitting is for just for people who want something to do. So there you go. So as another little experiment here, I'm going to chit these potatoes. Now, I'll put them in the... I'll just leave them there for now, and we'll see what happens. I guarantee they'll either go mushy because it's freezing still, or if they do get their chits on, they'll be long by the time they go out. So what I can say. So I'm going to finish my cuppa. The sun's come out for a bit, but it is still too wet to dig, so I'll see what other jobs I can do. I know one thing: this greenhouse needs to be sorted out because it's nearly spring, and all these seed benches needs to be prepared. So I'm going to get on with that after my cuppa. I'll catch you in a bit. Well, it's never stopped raining all day. I've been busy anyway. I've tidied up a little bit round here, as you can see, and now I can get back at the back of the greenhouse. I had an idea. Well, what I've done, I've lifted up the scaffold boards. I'm going to put them in the pile and use them, because they're just going to rot away on there, on the ground. So it's a waste of scaffold boards. But my idea was to put this water butt here. So I've just spent the past, say, 20 minutes emptying it into that one, and doesn't this run the wrong way? I knew it did. I knew it ran that way, but I thought if I blocked it off at this side, and then it would run, and it would eventually just, gravity would take it down to that end, but it doesn't. So I'm a bit scuppered here. I will be getting some more bark chips when the days are a bit nicer, and they'll go along the back of there. So what I'm going to have to try and do is either find some more of this pipe which fits perfectly onto this guttering, or think of something else. Anyway, the kettle's boiling there. I'm going to go into the shed, the greenhouse. I've put my shelves up, had a bit tidy up about here. So there's my shelves all ready. I was looking for my fleece. I don't know where that's gone. Must have blew away. It'll be somewhere. I just can't find it. You know, when you put things down and have it tidy up. But I've started a few things off. As you can see, them onions, I cannot see them coming to much, but you never know. The sweet peas that I sowed about a month ago now, they're up, and I can just see one of the onions starting to poke through as well. So maybe this is a perfect time to start off your giant onions if you haven't got lights. No sign of them sweet peas yet. I potted up these dahlia combs as well, potted them into the good old mushroom tray. See if I can get some cuttings off there. I did put some dahlia seeds in as well, but it's too early. But the ground will warm up. Hopefully it'll get a bit warmer than what it has been. Minus 3.8 it is. I see what it is right now. 5.6. So if I can get my fleece, cover it over there, and get a one of them terracotta candle burner things going, it'll help. Maybe. What else have I been doing? Nothing much. This grapevine, nothing's happening to it obviously, but I should take down the bits of cuttings that I've took. Right, I'm going into the shed. But before I do, look at this. These are tulips, by the way, and these ones especially, these are the black parrot. Now these are late tulips. They're supposed to come up in like late spring, and as you can see, they're coming up already. Strange. They'll be flowering soon if the frost doesn't get them. The frost hasn't got them so far, so they must be alright. But I'm going to move these because I've got me sweet peas which will eventually climb up here. Have a nice little spread of sweet peas. Right, into the shed. This kettle must be boiled by now. I've been having a little think about in here as well. On a nice sunny day, I'm going to take this roof off, use these boards, take this plastic off, and just have one thingy, because it's just sagging down. I can hardly walk under it now. And another idea I have, see how I've got a board on the bottom there. Well, I don't want it. I want another piece of Formica, because that'll never rot. And it just so happens I have another piece of Formica, exactly the size that I need. And here it is, in the onion trench, which I need to sort out as well. I'll do that later on. Still a couple hours left of daylight. But I want to replace this, get this up, which is going to be a bit of a nightmare, but I'll try. My mates next door, they must be having a party. But I want to get this Formica, put it down on the floor, and use these railway sleepers here as the side of the trench. This will not take long to sort out. So after my cuppa, I'll do that, and I'll catch you in a bit. Sit down and a cuppa. And look, I've got the fire on. Bonus! I found 3 bags full of chopped firewood there, ready to go. I knew it would come in handy one day. If it hadn't have been so miserable out there, I was going to do the National Birdwatch thing, the Big Garden Birdwatch. It even says there, I do mine with a cuppa, which I was going to do, but not the day. It's interesting this. I've noticed on Facebook, the RSPB page, they said if you want to do it, send away for a free thing. So I did. It's quite interesting. They've got some bits of information and stuff, you know, as you do. I don't feed the birds at the allotment like it. When I first got my garden, I used to, until I found out that if you don't feed them, once the birds come to where obviously your feeding station, you've got to keep the seeds on top, otherwise the birds that do come there to feed won't know anywhere else to go, and they'll end up like starving to death. And I didn't want that. There's plenty of things for them to eat round here. I see plenty of birds on a nice day. But that's why I stopped feeding the birds at the garden, like at the allotment, because like I say, those birds that have found your feeding station, they'll not know anywhere else to go if you just all of a sudden stop feeding them. So I just didn't. That was enough. I didn't want to harm the birds. So anyway, you get out of this bump with it. And here's the little list thing that you check off. In fact, what's this? What's this? Right, so that's another bit of information. So these are the list of birds which you need to tick off. And like I say, it's a pity it wasn't a fine day, because I could have ticked off quite a few within an hour. A great tit, yes, tick, I see them. Robin, yes. Wood pigeons, yes. Long-tailed tits, yes. Blue tits, yes. I don't see many greenfinches here, but they do. I have seen them in the past. And goldfinches, I've seen one or two in the spring and summer, like. Chaffinch, no, don't see them. Blackbirds, yes. I don't get many starlings in the allotment, like, but there's plenty in the back garden at the house. House sparrow, yeah, I get all sorts of sparrows. Ducks, magpies, yes. Not many collar doves. And coal tits, yeah, I see all them. Like I say, it's a pity it wasn't a nicer day, because they're always flitting around them trees at the back there, and in the bushes we haven't pruned back the blackberry bushes. They're always in there, so they must always have something to eat. What's this? It also tells you about other sorts of wildlife. Badgers, I don't see them. Yes, there's foxes around here. Frogs, yes, but last year they all died off because it was they went to hibernation. Then it was nice and sunny, and they thought, all right, and then it was this freezing again. It killed most of them off, unfortunately. Hopefully some of them survived, so get some frogs. Anyway, no grass snakes. Muntjac, nah, I didn't see any muntjacs. Great crested newt, I don't know. Hedgehog, yes. Grey squirrels, not round here. Moles, not round here. Red squirrel, no. Toads, sometimes in the summer. Stoats, no. Stag beetles, no. Slow worms, no. Roe deer, no. So that's what I see and don't see on my allotment. Oh, that fire's gone out. What's happening? I just shut the door there just in case you couldn't hear us, which is pointless because it's been open all the time and I've just said all that. So I hope you could hear us there. Otherwise, what a waste of time. The sun's come out for a bit there. But anyway, I'm going to crack on. So I'll see you later. Alright? Right folks, well there's a little break in the clouds. I'll show you around what's happening. at this time of year. As you can see, the ground is soaking wet. I haven't done any digging since the last time, but I'm not too worried. I've dug to here. That's just a pile of brambles that I cut down from there, which will get burnt, no problem. So I've only really got a little section here to dig, and this, I've dug that. I just need to dig over where my Swedes were and lift these leeks when they're ready, and dig that bit over. So it's all getting there. So while I've been busy in this greenhouse here, it's supposed to be getting the gale force winds in there the day, up to 70 mile an hour, folks. So batten down the hatches. As you can see, I've got that bit of formaker out. It can just stay there for now. And I've put these sleepers. I know they look a little bit rotten, but they're not going to get wet anymore because I've put some plastic on the inside there, keep it waterproof. Champion. So that's going to be my new and improved onion bed for my giant onions. I've just been giving it a bit of a fork over. So I'll add some nutrients to this, a bit more compost, what have you, a little bit manure, and some of that grow fast seaweed fertiliser and all that kind of thing when it's time to do it. Get the onions first. I know Gary Cooper, the producer, he says he's got a few more for us there, so nice one, Gary. That's where they're going. Hopefully I'll grow a whopper again. Right, there's no else. I've put these shelves up here just to make it a little bit tidier, so when my seedlings are ready and they need to have a little bit of airing, they can go on here. I've left these, I've just put these on instead of the solid shelves, because as you can see, I've put them there. Maybe give them a little bit more shelter. And I still don't know what to do with this bit, folks. What I was thinking is, if you can see there, there's a little water butt, an old ice cream tub thing. Now that's much smaller than that, so it can go here, and I'll just have to put the gutter thing where it was, because I don't want to waste this space. I want to have some hanging baskets and all that along there, some nice trailing flowers going across the fence. Should look nice. Well, before it gets too dark, I'm going to put the fire on again, have a little cuppa, and sign off. Right, it's getting a bit dark now. I don't even know if you can see us. I'll get my torch on in a minute though. Just in case. Got the fire on. Right, that should do us for a while, at least until I finish this cuppa anyway. The wind's starting to get up as well. Maybe we will get some gale force winds after all. Right, so that's it for the day, folks. I just get out of my working boots because I've had enough. The rain has stopped play, as they say. So, like I say, that's it. I was just looking on me, I just checked on the internet there, on my phone, and I'm 12 subscribers away from 4,500 hardcore members. So that's amazing, thank you very much. I'll probably be more than that by the next video. Like I say, that's great. I never, ever thought I'd get any subscribers. So, thank you very much. And I know it does really mean a lot, you know. Thank you for putting up with all me cloths over the years and sticking with us. Even though I am just taking my boots off. But no, like I say, I really do appreciate it, and I know a lot of you have subscribed for a long time. I got a message from one of my subscribers today, and it's sad news really. Tony, in fact I'll just get the message up here. Wait. Tony and Tracy from Shoreham. Hey, I can hardly read that. Shoreham. Right, Tony and Tracy from Shoreham by the sea. I'm sorry to hear about the news about Ralph. I do remember two poos. I do remember when Annie was bad. I can remember your comments in there. I did take your advice. Sorry to hear about Ralph, your little companion. It's like I say, I still miss Annie on the plot, but she's there in spirit. And I know you said you used to, Ralph the dog used to like to listen to Annie on the intro when she introduced herself, like you say. So, sorry for your loss and all that kind of thing. It's it's 4:30 now, and that's British Mean Time or whatever, Greenwich Mean Time, if you still call it that these days. So that's it. Like I say, thank you for watching, thank you for commenting, liking and subscribing and all that. It really is appreciated, and if you can't see us, I hope you can now. Thank you very much folks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. If you want, I'll leave you on a little ukulele ending. Since it's a horrible day, might as well sing the blues. Well, not sing the blues, but I might. I don't know yet. Freestyle. I'm going to sing the blues on me happy face ukulele. Thanks for watching if you're still here. Bye now.